If you love the outdoors, maybe gardening, maybe fishing, today's a good day for you. You're going to hear about some perennials. Maybe yours died over the winter because Mother Nature decided that's enough. Well, good news. There's lots out there for you. Plus, we're going to hear about some fly fishing because there's a Fly Fishing International Film Festival going to happen here in Prince George. I know, right? Crazy stuff. All that and more coming up on CKPG Today. So much to take in here at Hunniford's. These ones are nice. Smell pretty good too. Smelling fresh. I like the selection. Oh, these ones feel fun too. So much to absorb, and I love perennials because the idea is you don't have to plant them every year. That's the fun part. And well, according to my partner, my girlfriend, there's never enough perennials in her life. So I figure we'd learn a little bit more about perennials today at Hunniford's, because they have a pretty cool course coming up. Let's go find Lacey and learn a little bit more. Inside the greenhouse here, you can see there's a lot going on because gardening season is coming up very fast here, Lacey. You must be getting excited, hey?
Oh, we've been going crazy in the greenhouse planting for about 6 weeks now.
6 weeks. So when it's blizzard outside, you're working hard inside.
Yeah, we always say spring starts like early March because that's when we're in the greenhouse.
Well, yeah, I feel like it's always something happening here at Hunniford's. What we got in front of us here today relates directly to what you guys are doing here on the weekend, a little workshop on perennials. Talk to me about that.
Sure. Yeah, so we're early in March usually, or mid-March, we plant thousands of perennials. Many of them are from bare roots, which are with little soilless roots. Some are also from plugs, that's the nursery term, which are just small plants. We grow thousands of perennials, so we have a good selection, and we have a pretty good grasp on what does well in this community. Yeah. Lots of trial and error. And so our Design a Perennial Garden course is meant to help people navigate the overwhelming choices of designing their own perennial garden or rebuilding an existing one. Yeah,
because I feel like Prince George is a climate. You got lots of little microclimates around, whether it's here and Chief Lake Road in the heart, or the university area, or you go south, it's a little bit different. Like there probably is a lot of different options, whether it's soil and all this. You kind of talk about it that, hey?
There is so many variables. Yep, we've got sandy soil in Prince George, really sandy soil. We've got heavy areas of clay in areas like Beaverley and Blackburn. Just good mixtures of all around sandy loam. So it's good to know what kind of soil you're working with before you choose your plants so that you're setting yourself up for success.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, let's talk about what's in front of us here. Maybe let's start with this. What is this one called here on your left?
Okay, so this one is a peony. And we have about 300 different peonies this year. They're a garden classic. They can live for over 100 years easily.
Whoa, they outlive people basically.
They do, yes. So you may inherit a peony. And they make wonderful cut flowers. And they're a flower that many people will recognize.
Okay, so easy as far as maintenance and stuff?
Yeah, they like a full sun, so 6+ hours of sun. But they're not too terribly demanding. They can take a couple years to start blooming. When you first plant them, they just need that time to settle down, but they are a wonderful addition when you want some color or cut flowers pretty early in summer.
Okay, good to know, good to know. And then we move on, and this one, it's funny talking about these because they look like, they're just children right now, but one day they will grow up.
They will. They're just brown sticks. They're not showing much signs of life, but even in a month, a lot of these will look completely different. So again, these are more bare root perennials. This is a Baptisia in the Proven Winners line, and it looks very similar to a lupin flower, drought tolerant, gets quite tall. This one's got pink flowers, although there's some with other different colors.
Watered by holy water?
Pretty much, yes.
Prince George's water is pretty good. It could be holy.
Yeah, but grow better.
You never know. These ones, are they growing tall, big?
Yes, this one is quite large. So this one is in the 2.5 to 3 feet height range and in terms of width. So when you're planting a garden, it's important to pay attention to those measurements. But at the same time, know that it's a guideline. So if a plant is really happy, I've seen plants go triple the width if it's in a location that it's happy or it likes moisture and it's wet. And conversely, if it's in an area that it's not happy, maybe your baptisia is going to be 12 inches tall because it's just not happy. So,
and then it won't survive the winter, right?
It may or may not. So some perennials will survive but never thrive. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're designing a garden. You can plant as much as you want, but sometimes Mother Nature is going to throw that curveball in, and then you will end up redesigning or editing your garden as you go.
I was going to say, and then you come back to see Lacey here. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Get more. Okay, so is this different than this one?
Yes, definitely. So this is a salvia. It is Living Large Blue Sky, and it's a brand new one from Proven Winners this year, and most salvia only get about 18 inches tall.
Okay.
Bees absolutely love them.
Oh, we like the bees.
Yes.
I've learned to like the bees. I don't like the wasps, but the bees, yes.
Yes, all the pollinators, and they all have a purpose, right? So this is good for early summer color. This one this claim to fame is that it gets 30 to 36 inches tall. So it's much bigger than your traditional salvia. So you're going to get a big, beefy plant with purple spired plants that will feed the bees for early summer.
I like it, and I like the brand too. Proven Winners.
Yes.
Do they always win?
They do. So these Proven Winners are tested extensively in different climates. So they work with all different breeders to really bring the best genetics into garden centers. And not everything they have is good for our climate, but they have many wonderful plants that cannot compare to ones that aren't Proven Winners. So there's some really exceptional Proven Winners.
I like it. And another Proven Winner, maybe with you, maybe with people who look at your garden. What is this, an allium bobblehead?
Yeah, so this one's really fun. I love alliums. So alliums are in the onion family.
Okay.
Also a favorite of the bees. So you're going to get globe flowers about this big, and they're little stars, starry shaped. They're one of the best bee plants and for pollinators. They do smell a bit like onions as well.
Oh, really? Okay, so do they make you cry?
I've never cried. I've had a couple people say that they didn't like the smell of it, but other than that, the pollinators love them. Those bloom later summer.
Okay.
Super easy care, well-drained soil, which most of these are going to be happy in well-drained soil.
I like it. I like it. Well, this is great. This is, of course, a peony here on the end as well. But as you can tell around us here at Hunniford, they got lots and lots of varieties. So come check out what you need to start off your garden. You're going to be talking probably, for a couple hours? Well, you hope not a couple hours, but...
It probably will be. So, yeah, for the design of perennial garden, it's 2.5 hours, basically. And I'll take you through the process from... starting a garden, even if you don't have one built, to shaping it, to choosing your plants, and just really taking something that's very overwhelming into a more concrete, digestible process, and a garden that is going to be successful for your conditions.
I like it. Do you know how I judge gardens, Lacey?
How do you judge gardens?
I judge them by how you can play hide and seek in them. If you can play hide and seek well, it's a good garden for me.
Then it's thriving, right? Lots of plants.
Uncle approved. That's what we say. Come and check out what they got here in Hunniford. Thanks so much for your time today, Lacey.
Thank you.
Very cool event coming up here in Prince George. It's the Fly Fishing International Film Festival, making a stop here at the Polar Coachman Fly Fishing Club. Joining us today to talk a little bit more. Gary and Lisa, thanks so much for spending the time and talking fly fishing.
No problem.
Thanks for having us.
It's tough, eh, talking fly fishing.
I know. Just to make it easy. From now on, it's just going to be the IF4.
The IF4, okay, they've
Yeah.
abbreviated it.
Yeah.
Whew,
I don't
yeah.
like saying that either.
So tell me a little bit about the film festival and what's coming up here.
It's a film festival. I think there's about 7 films in this particular package. They're films from around the world, the Caribbean, South America. I believe there's one from either Australia or New Zealand.
Wow.
I could be wrong. And they're films that highlight fly fishing, obviously. Some of them about the people who are involved in fly fishing, the kinds of personalities that are there.
The guides, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So it basically celebrates fly fishing, and and fly fishing takes place in some really wonderful places. So,
It is crazy to think, we go do fly fishing here for, say, the average person just going to get a little rainbow trout or whatever it is on a local lake or local creek, river. And there's people doing it in other parts of the world for very large fish.
And for very large bucks.
And very large bucks as well, yeah. Lisa, tell me a little bit about what you're most excited about for the film festival.
So I'm more on a other part of the Polar Coachman, but it's a good fundraiser. Every year, everyone has a lot of fun. There's some great door prizes, some raffles, that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody.
Which we got on the table here. These are some of the door prizes and prizes.
Yes, yeah.
Some reels.
There's a couple reels. We've got a Cimarron, Ross Cimarron reel. That
sounds expensive.
They do. They retail for close to $400.
Whoa.
That we have sponsors that have donated this to the festival. This is a particularly exciting one. It's a Hardy Marquis reel. They sell for major dollars.
Oh wow!
This one was the property of one of our members who's passed away.
Wow, giving it back.
Bob Graham, and he's given it back to us.
Bob Graham, UMBC legend, I believe, right?
Yes, yeah.
That's very cool.
He left before I got here, so I never had a chance to meet the man, but I've heard lots of stories.
Wow, that is very cool. So lots happening at the film festival as well. Let's touch on the club a little bit too while I got you here, because I think this is very cool. Lisa, tell me, you just recently joined the club, and what have you learned so far?
Yeah, so we've been a member, my husband and I, for about 2 years now. Randy is a huge fly tying guy.
Fly tying, that takes a talent.
It does. He has taken over my office at home, so it's all fly tying. The group itself are a great group of people. One of the main things that I have taken over recently is the Fishing Forever event every year that we hold. We pick an organization every year and we take them out fishing for a day. It's great. I believe we're doing the Canadian National Institute for the Blind again this year. So it's usually a great turnout for that, and it's a great way to kind of get out in the community.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a great experience for the last couple of years, and it's wonderful.
Gary, how long have you been a member for? Or do you want to say?
Oh no, I'm quite happy to say I've been a member for 4 years.
Okay.
My wife and I retired, and we had grandkids living up here. We sold our property and moved up here, and
fell in love with fly fishing then, or have you always done it?
I've been fly fishing for 40 years, but up here just recently.
I like it.
But it's and I honestly joined the club because I wanted to be with people who knew the area, could point me in the right direction.
The secret spots.
Oh yeah.
This is why I got to join. Yeah.
Yeah. You. Everybody talks about the secret spots, but when you know somebody, they'll tell you all of them almost.
Almost, except for their favorite. I know how that goes. So for people listening to this interested, what's the easiest way to get involved and join the club?
The easiest way is to go to polarcoachmanflyfishers.com and fill out the membership form there. It's $55 a year for seniors, $65 for regular members, and $75 for a family.
Wow.
And that's really it. We don't have secret passwords or handshakes or anything else you have to learn.
No secret winks? No, you sure?
Well, again, once you get to know, you know.
I love it. Thanks so much for coming in today, guys. I'll definitely want to do something in the summer, maybe go fly fishing with one of you or one of the members as well. So we'll sort that out on the show. But
sure. I'll give you a card, and you can actually just
sounds good.
swing
Before
by.
we do that, we'll throw it to one of the little preview for the film festival coming up here in Prince George, and give you a taste of what to expect. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Entertainment on CKPG Today is brought to you by the Treasure Cove Casino. Now that's entertainment.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV. It's time for another edition of War of the Wings. Today, we're having a bit of a patio party at the Treasure Cove Casino and the restaurant, the cafe inside there. And wow, these look good. Hitting the table on beautiful. Okay, this is really gorgeous plating here. Tell me about these wings.
They are delicious wings. They are dill
See
flavored.
what you did there.
Yes, the dill wings, and we slow cook them and marinate them and have them prepared. And they have our house dry rub with our house. You could spice it up with our homemade buffalo sauce or our creamy dill, and you keep it cool with a creamy dill dip.
Oh, got the creamy dill dip instead of the maybe typical ranch.
Yes.
Okay, I like it.
So you could spice it up, or you could cool it down.
Okay. Based on that, thank you very much. That's great. Corporal Cody in here. I guess I'll call myself General Caden for War of the Wings terms, but what are you expecting?
Based on the smell, I am expecting good things. Just as soon as they stepped outside, I was ready for a good time.
Okay, I can smell them. How about you? What are we calling you again?
Sergeant, isn't it Sergeant Sylvia?
Sergeant Sylvia, yeah. That's right. War terminology for War of the Wings.
Did she outrank me? What is that? That's not
We can
fair.
talk to your agent after. Sylvia, what are you expecting?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a pickle fan.
Oh, so this is an interesting one for you.
But I'm excited. I'm always open to new things. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as they say, wing-a-ding-ding. It's time for dinner hour here. Cheers to what she party fouled you. Okay, so the nice thing, yeah, different hot sauce and the dill dip. Cody goes for the hot sauce. What hot?
I really like it in combination with the hot sauce. This is a very savory wing. This is a great wing. This is a wing with a license to dill.
Oh, I see what he did there. And Sylvia, how about you?
it's very good.
Okay. Pickle, it doesn't matter, the pickle.
Doesn't matter. No.
Wow.
I'm a fan.
Okay, but if you like pickles, you'd probably like this. Hey, Cody?
If you like pickles, if you don't like pickles, you'll still like this. It overcomes any pickle dislike you might have.
I like it. Okay, the marinade, I bet you that would taste, you could get the taste of it. Honestly, the little details are what matters to it. Even a fun little design here on the side. You guys are busy eating here, so I think this is approved by the team. Cheers to wings here. The delicious wings. Delicious.
Delicious. Love it. Great
There
pun.
we go.
Yes.
I tried my best. Signing off for another edition of A War of the Wings, I'm General Caden.
Very cool CKPG snapshot to show you today, courtesy of Wilma Bohr. Caught this, as Elmer Fudd would say, a widow white wabbit. Yes, out in the wild. Thanks, Wilma, for sending that one in. Of course, one of our many great CKPG snapshots. There are some species of wild rabbits here in northern BC and Prince George. This one, maybe Wilma had to be very, very quiet to get a look at. Thanks so much for sending that one in. Hey there, got an idea or suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca.
Usually when we look back in local history, it's lots of buildings, people, old stuff, right? Well, it's not usually sports, at least not very often. Today is a very cool sports person when it comes to Prince George and sports. I'm talking about the one, the only, Dan Hamhuis and his reign for the Prince George Cougars.
A Cougars loss marked the end of Dan Hamhuis' career as a Prince George Cougar on Today in Local History in 2002. Yeah, claimed here by the article as one of the best players to ever wear a Prince George Cougars jersey. Of course, he left with the franchise record for assists in a career with 123. Very sad for Dan, quoted here in the article, but of course, he'd go on to a legendary NHL career as well, and then come back as he is now the owner, one of the owners of the club.
Dan Hamhuis, king for his hip checks, as I understand, of the Cougars lore in the 90s. Thanks so much for watching today. Had a lot of fun bringing you the Wings content, the Hamhuis content. I mean, what more do you want? We got everything. The planting content, you're going to have more of that. Plant some seeds in your brain, some ideas, maybe on the show tomorrow. We'll see you then. Bye for now, folks.